After a season where Aaron Rodgers was reportedly frustrated with former coach Mike McCarthy's offense, the All-Pro quarterback will have much more control this season. Rodgers didn't take any snaps in the preseason, and we're still waiting to see what the two-time MVP looks like under new head coach Matt LaFleur's offense. The rookie head coach assured everyone Rodgers won't feel restricted come game time, and that the QB will have the green light to make changes at the line of scrimmage. So, Shannon, what do you expect from Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense Thursday night?
Skip, I expect the Bears to be one of the toughest tests. That defense is legit.
I'd say. You want to talk about a fire test.
Yeah.
They're legit. But I expect Rodgers to have a monster season. Now, I expect this offense to resemble more of the Rams, the LA Rams offense, as opposed to the Tennessee Titans. Because if you look at it, Skip, he's come from the Sean McVay tree. We see what the Rams are. They're very explosive. Quarterback Jared Goff, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Todd Gurley at the running back, solid offensive line.
Yep.
The Packers have a very good Bakhtiari, Balaga, very good offensive line. The question, staying healthy for them. But Aaron Rodgers, who would you take? Aaron Rodgers or Jared Goff? Would you take Devontae Adams or you take Brandon Cooks? Well, I think that's a no-brainer. The question is, can they get decent running game? Now, I know what the running back did, Skip, last year in a minimum amount of carries, but they're going to put more on his plate. Can he eat that much? That's the question. Like a kid, they give you a little, you want your kid to eat best, you just give them a little bit, and then you keep piling on till now it's the size of what they really like on the plate. The question is, can this gentleman handle that kind of workload, Skip? We didn't see Aaron Rodgers in the entire preseason. This is a new offense. I would have liked to see him take a couple of snaps, Skip.
Yeah. I would too.
But now everybody's like, oh, I cannot believe, he might get hurt. There's no benefit. I think that's why some of the guys do get hurt, Skip, because they go from 0 to 100. You don't do anything in practice. You don't tackle. You don't do really anything, and then you get into the game, and the least little hit, the guy's down for an extended period of time.
Yep.
It can be worse.
We knew, look, okay, early on, it's like Aaron Rodgers said, I should have the ability to audible plays, yada, 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 give him my track record. And LaFleur said, well, we've really never had a quarterback that advanced, and so we kind of like to go with the play that's called. Really? Who do you think is going to win that power struggle, Skip? The Green Bay Packers, the moment Aaron Rodgers signed his extension, Skip, gave him $79 million.
Correct.
Where is he going? Skip, I only really know if Coach Belichick could win a power struggle with that. Because if you cut him, he's ruined your cap for at least 2 years. You trade him. Because if you think about what Odell Beckham was $21 million against the cap. Imagine what $79 million would do to your cap if you released or traded him. So he was always going to win that struggle. Aaron Rodgers like, okay, I got it. So now, but the ball's in his court. Now, everybody knows he can like all he wants to. You and Mike McCarthy accomplished a lot of great things, but you had grown tired of his voice.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, maybe it was his play calling, maybe it was creativity, whatever the case may be, you wanted to go in a different direction. Now, what's unique in this situation, given who Aaron Rodgers is, they didn't ask his input on the next coach, which is strange, which is odd to me.
Remember, the Bleacher Report story quoted a Packer executive as telling Aaron on the phone, don't be the problem.
Right.
Okay.
So this is Aaron's way of like, hey, I know I didn't have no input in whether or not you came here.
Yep.
Don't forget who's in charge now.
Okay. So you still see monster season?
Oh, he'll put a ball. He's Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Well, he hadn't been for 3 years.
Yeah, he has been. Oh, hold on.
Moments.
How many interceptions? 2. How many tubs? 25. Can I interest you in that, Skip Bayless?
Can I interest you in QBR falling each of the last 3 years? Completion percentage falling each of the last 3 years. Winning percentage as a starter over the last 3 years ranks 20th in the NFL.
I bet it won't be 20th this year.
Okay.
We'll see.
I know one.
You better be right.
You know what? They might be 1 in 15, but I know the game they gonna win. I do. We know that one, don't we, Skip? We know that one.
It's at Dallas.
I know. Skip, aren't you tired of them
I've already circled that as a big W.
Take that W and
big
move
W.
on.
Aren't you tired of them putting foots in you at your own home? They did it in the playoff game, and then they came right back the next year and did it again. Just keep putting foots in Dak.
What did my rookie Dak Prescott do to Aaron Rodgers on the frozen tundra during his rookie year?
Did we repay that?
Foots in you.
He did. And we repaid you. And you talk about, oh, that was Mason Crossbar. Hand of God.
Dak Prescott's combined QBR over those 3 games is an 80. Aaron Rodgers' combined QBR in the last 3 games against Dallas and Dak Prescott is a 62. 80 to 62.
I don't have QBR in my restaurant. I only have Dubs and L's.
Really?
I don't serve QBR. I took it off the menu because it wasn't a good seller for me.
Well, then Aaron Rodgers has not eaten at your restaurant in a long time because all he does is take L's right and left.
I bet he won't take a bunch of them this year.
So before I say what I'm going to say about this topic, I'm going to read a text that I got yesterday from our friend Lil Wayne, because he's a big Packer fan, but he has been bombarding me with texts all in this same vein. And I decided, you know what? Wayne is a deep thinker. He has sports brilliance about him. And he has often been right on these kinds of matters before. When he predicts, better be careful, this is coming. And I know he doesn't have great objectivity when it comes to a team he loves, the Packers. But he texted yesterday after we did our Aaron Rodgers topic, and he was again angry about it. So this is a mad text, but it's a smart text. He said they have something up their sleeves. He's talking about Aaron and his new young head coach. I have a feeling he and Matt are closer than we think. I think that they have a plan that this whole thing about them not seeing eye to eye is a plan. There's something we can't see that will be revealed Thursday about this offense. And he says that Aaron and young Matt are going to be sneaky good together. So he's seeing that all the buzz about infighting, all this subtext of these guys don't like each other.
Skip, we didn't make it up. Skip, we didn't make it up by the audible.
Okay. The audibles, well, remember, Matt LaFleur just went from his opening statements of, we don't have audibles in this offense, to yesterday, he was saying, if he wants to audible, he can audible anytime he wants to. Sounds like he crumbled to me.
Oh, I like the preseason scrimmages between teams. Oh, I hate him. It's a dumb idea. We didn't make that up. If the coach, just imagine, the head coach says, you know what, I really like that. I like scrimmage against this team, and I think that's something moving forward. And the star quarterback, the best player on your team, the face of your team says, that's a dumb idea. I hate it. What do you think people's going to deduce from that?
Well, I don't know, but there were early stories about their clashing behind the scenes.
Okay, what if Coach Belichick says, you know what, I like scrimmage against other teams. It gives us an opportunity because we don't play our starters a lot in the preseason. And Tom Brady came out and said, that's the dumbest idea I ever heard of. I don't know why we're doing it. What do you think people are going to think, Skip?
Okay. So you still think there is sort of backbiting between these two?
I don't know if it's backbiting. Winning can cure that. But Aaron Rodgers thinks that, Skip, any other quarterback of his ilk would have had a say in who they're hiring.
Okay.
He didn't get that courtesy.
So, to finish off my friend Lil Wayne here, he's saying, I'm not predicting greatness this year, but I just have a gut feeling it's going to be way better than people think it is. Well, that's pretty much in your ballpark, right?
Yes.
Okay. My gut feeling is same old, same old. The more things change, the more they stay the same. And it's because of what you said. Aaron Rodgers is still completely in charge, not of just this team, but of this franchise because of the money he makes. And because of his legacy there. He's been there so long, and he does have one Super Bowl appearance and one win. We're going on 10 years ago, but he does have that on his resume. And because of that cachet, I think he's still completely in charge of the new head coach, who's not much older than Aaron is, right?
Correct.
So to me, we might see some more bells and whistles. We might see a little more gadgetry, a little more motion, a little more this and that, little frills that we haven't seen before. Because Mike McCarthy got meat and potatoes. After a while, Aaron was so good at what Aaron did, they just basically, is like the 90s Cowboys. They just kind of lined up and said, oh, here we come, stop this. Right? And if you want to do this and that, we don't care what you do. We'll just do what we do. Because the 90s Cowboys just said, we're just going to hand it to Emmett, and we don't care.
Stop it.
You stop it. Okay?
But Skip, if the reports are true that Aaron was audibling, 30, 40% of the plays, well, hell, he should take more responsibility. We're running the plays that you call.
That's true. I've thought about that.
All right. So you seem to be off his bandwagon on how he's handling himself.
Yeah, I don't
right?
like that. I don't like
Okay.
that. He's still a great player, but I just think he just.
And yesterday you were angry that he said, well, I'd like to play until I'm 45 and then walk into the sunset with another Super Bowl, right?
Hell, there are a lot of fans think the sunset already set. Looking at the past 2 years and the stats that you just read over the last 3 years. But guess what? There's a new day of dawning. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
That's Aaron Rodgers. Why you keep on thinking like that's, talking like that's Dak Prescott?
I will believe it when I see it because he's played worse than Dak Prescott over the last 3 years.
Stop.
Well, he has.
No, he has
Yes,
not.
he has. Dak Prescott's played way better, though he doesn't get the credit, than Aaron Rodgers, who continues to get the credit for playing worse than Dak. That's the bottom line to this discussion.
Let me ask you a question. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Aaron Rodgers, how many games? How do you stop?
I wouldn't love their chances. He has turned into one of the worst leaders in all of sports. He can fracture a locker room. He's going to alienate Amari the first day.
No, he's going to feed him.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, did you see what he do to Devontae? Feed him. Devontae had what? 14 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Over 100 catches? Come on, man. That's Aaron Rodgers. He's the greatest thrower of football we've ever seen.
And that gets you where? It doesn't get you to the Super Bowl.
Well, he got there.
Not for the last 9 years.
It hadn't been in a while still.
But a long time.
But he's like he said, he's gonna play till he's 45.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time to get it done.
He got another 8 years. He got another 8 years to get there.
You know, I will give you this. Thursday night for me is mysteriously fascinating because I don't know exactly what we're going to see from this new duo. And I also don't know exactly what we're going to see on the other side of the ball because, remember, Chuck Pagano just took over for your new Denver head coach, Vic Fangio, who's one of the best defensive minds in pro football.
Chuck's in those slides now. He was in Baltimore for a lot of years, Skip.
All right.
He knows defense.
He's your new defensive coordinator. And some people think Chicago has the best defense.
Well,
it's up there.
I tell you what you better not see. You better not see 52 close to him. The guy in the Bears uniform, he doesn't need to be anywhere around Aaron Rodgers because if he is, bad things normally happen.
Khalil, what do you like most about playing the Packers? Sacking Aaron Rodgers?
Yep.
Right?
It didn't take him long to find that response.
That's a grown-ass man there. He played with Bakhtiari, Balaga. You got your work cut out
So
for you.
bottom line, the Bears are a 3-point favorite, which they probably get their 3 for home field. So it's kind of a 50-50 game. And I can't wait.
We gonna pick this game?
I kind of like the Bears.
We gonna pick this game on Thursday? Yes or no?